Hey guys, David here, DeFi Strategies. Today I wanted to go over how to spot and avoid certain bad characteristics for stake pool operators. There are a few key factors that show the intentions of more established stake pools, specifically multi-pool operators, pools with low pledge, pools with high leverage and also high fees. The largest operators that exhibit this behavior are pools like Binance, maybe 1%, there's a few others that kind of fit into that category. But looking deeper into multi-pool operators, if Cardano aims to truly be a globally decentralized blockchain resilient to single points of failure, delegators should make educated and informed decisions about how who they stake with impacts the overall health of the Cardano network. As of Epoch 315, top 100 multi-pool operators controlled about 79% of total staked Cardano, and the top 22 groups controlled enough to 51% attack the network. So we're looking at a Nakamoto coefficient or a minimum attack vector number of about 22, which is okay. So it only takes 22 groups to attack 51% attack Cardano today. The solution to this problem is to stake with single pool operators. So if you can stake with single pool operators, the number of groups needed to 51% attack the network will approach K, which currently is 500. So if you stake with single pool operators, we'll see Nakamoto coefficient increasing. Next, we'll talk about low pledge. So in the Cardano rewards mechanism, there's a parameter called pledge influence factor, or A0. Currently, pledge influence factor is 30%, meaning that you could be missing out on as much as 23% of your block rewards by staking in a pool that has low pledge. This is also referred to as a Sybil attack. So this would be like if a pool was completely saturated with zero pledge. So essentially the pool operator has nothing at stake essentially, so they can kind of use delegated ADA however they please. There are a few exceptions to why a pool may have low pledge, such as having low fees, so maybe less than 1% margin, less than 500 ADA fixed fee. It could also be a new pool, it could be low saturation, they could be donating their fees. I mean, there's any number of reasons why a pool might have low pledge. But multi-pool operators, for the most part, especially the largest ones, tend to not fall into these categories. So they can charge fees in excess of 5% with pools at 80% or more saturation. If we look at the broader picture, single pool operators on average have higher pledges. And if single pool operators were a group, they would be ranked number 4 by average pledge. So just to give you an idea, for the most part, single pool operators tend to have more invested and more on the line than the multi-pool operators. So looking further, Binance alone controls about 2.87 billion ADA in 62 pools with a margin of 6%, and a total, across all of these pools, they have a total of 96 ADA pledged, meaning that delegators in Binance pools are receiving nearly the maximum rewards penalty of 23% from the Cardano protocol. So again, you could switch to another pool, exactly the same saturation, exactly the same size pool, and if they have anything more than 2 Cardano pledged, you'll get more rewards, provided that everything else is constant. So moving on, we're looking at high leverage pools. So pool leverage is the ratio of live stake to the pool leverage is the ratio of live stake to pledge in a pool. It gives an idea of how much skin an operator has in the pool relative to the pool size. So lower leverage is better and indicates a healthy balance of incentives between operator and delegator. High pool leverage I would consider to be like maybe 400 plus, can arise from an operator having initial success running a pool and further splitting up their stake across more pools. More stake with less pledge increases leverage ratio and centralizes the network, making it less secure. Leverage can be viewed almost as a state of decentralization, and I'll include a link in the description for more information from IOHK regarding leverage. Looking into high fees, so I would consider high fees to be anything with a margin of greater than 5%. High fees reduce rewards to delegates, and it's important to consider that the operator gets compensated for their work, but that delegator rewards are also being maximized. It shouldn't be an operator's goal to extract the highest reward from their delegators. Delegators should be especially cautious of pools that change their fees right before the start of an epoch, or change fees without communicating the changes in advance. The last thing I do want to point out though is that although operators can make non-monetary contributions to the Cardano community, delegators should ideally consider all aspects of a pool. So the pool statistics, alliances, mission. Having any single trait that I mentioned above isn't necessarily a deal breaker. It's when these traits compound together that a misalignment of values between operator and delegator becomes more apparent. It's hard to say that some of the largest pool operators value the Cardano protocol when they have high fees coupled with low pledge, despite having the resources to be model stake pool operators for the community. So believe it or not, on-chain governance is already here. You can vote with your wallet and stake with a pool that actively strengthens the Cardano network. Check out MBXP Cardano Stake Pool. Anyway guys, Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you're interested in anything I'm associated with, everything is in the description below. See you next time.